So then are you turning the keys over to Jalen Hurts for the season? Just giving him the year to see if he can figure it out?
See if he can go out there and make something happen. Can he be the guy that they drafted him to be?
I put this out 2 weeks ago, so I'm curious to see what Barrett has to say about this now that it's official, because 2 weeks ago when I put this out, Barrett was so locked in to they ain't trading Carson. Carson ain't going anywhere. I think now, at the very least, you are willing to open your mind about the possibility of the Eagles doing something that I would predict would piss a lot of people off in Philadelphia.
What is that?
What would that be?
Well, trading back in the draft.
Oh, okay. So not selecting at 6, moving back and accumulating more picks.
Absolutely right.
All right.
It does make a lot of sense. That's why I thought about it last night. And
sure you weren't just reading my article from 2 weeks ago?
Well,
it might have been that too.
All right, let me play devil's advocate here. Why does it make sense when you have a team that isn't ready to win and has needs all across the depth chart, where what's wrong with just taking the best player available, because regardless of position they can use them?
If you look at it, you get more draft commodities when you trade back. So you'll get 2 first rounds as opposed to just getting the 6th round pick. They have so many holes that you could get quality talent in this draft from an offensive lineman standpoint, and also from a DB standpoint, that you could really pick up some assets that could be cornerstones of this rebuilding project that you have.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them going, and if they stayed at number 6, please don't get a quarterback. I can't get on the quarterback bandwagon.
Now we can't resist the quarterback.
And that's the problem that I had. That's why I'm saying it makes more sense thinking of how we might do to trade back.
Yeah.
Don't give him
So then are you turning the keys over to Jalen Hurts for the season? Just giving him the year to see if he can figure it out?
See if he can go out there and make something happen. Can he be the guy that they drafted him to be?
And if not, we're drafting at the top of the draft again.
Yeah.
And then you get your quarterback.
Right. Honestly, not every single season has to be one where you're holding on to your seat, gritting your teeth, figuring out if it's this quarterback or the other quarterback. You can go into a year where there's no controversy. And think about how long it's been since we've had that. Even Carson's rookie year, Sam Bradford was here. Oh, right. They took Carson. Just go 1 year. This is why I love it, Barrett. It just give me 1 year where I can, as a fan, just relax, just exhale, just watch football without all of this nonsense about this guy should be starting and this guy should be starting, and just this quarterback controversy that even when it doesn't exist gets manufactured.
All right, so who's the backup then? Are you going with Nate Sudfeld? Because there would be no controversy pretty much there. Or are you bringing in a veteran guy like a Fitzpatrick or an Andy Dalton or somebody like that? What are you doing?
That's exactly what they would do. They would bring in a guy that's completely capable of coming in and being a starter. Mm-hmm. A guy like Fitzpatrick. And he'll come in
and that would make things uncomfortable.
Do his magic, and we still won't know what the kid can do.
Right.
I should go into this season with no expectations. In all actuality, this should be the season of non-expectations for the Eagles. Literally. Coaching staff, new coaching staff, no culture in that locker room right now. Right. Starting quarterback that's unproven. Everything points towards low expectations. I've never went into Eagles season like this before. I've really put it in my mind that I should not be looking anything higher than them being right around in the top 10 or even the top 8 of picks next year.
Wow.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not even going to see how many games they're going to win.
They're the worst.
That's how I'm thinking about it. I'm not thinking about that.
And I don't even think it's close. They're the worst team in this division right now, at least. I don't know how much that can change in the draft. And I mean, I get it that the NFL allows you to be worst first, and it's easy to go from not making the playoffs to make the playoffs and the rotations and everything like that. But let's be honest with ourselves really quick here, if we can. To Barrett's point about not having expectations, I love it because it's difficult to do 5 days of interactive radio and saying, be patient.
Mhm.
But we don't have that problem or
Right.
issue here where we need to generate. Oh, come on. We can just look at it from afar and say, slow down a second. I'm looking at this from the league standpoint. And honestly, guys, it's not that it doesn't look good now. It's like it doesn't look good comparative to other teams as well. Jacksonville, the Jets, they're pretty much perennial losers, right?
Mhm.
I mean, they pretty much have
Yes.
that moniker next to them, so they're going to have an uphill battle shaking that. That's not the company you want to be in, and that's what I think the Eagles, the company they're in now. But the point of it is that even Houston, if they keep Watson, you have some anchor of hope.
Mhm.
Atlanta, it's like, okay, we'll go through a year or two, but at least they've had history. Granted, it's not turned into the postseason, but they've had history.
Oh, they were in a Super Bowl a few years ago.
Yes, and
You know,
look, the
so-
Eagles have as well, but
Yeah.
Cincinnati has Joe Burrow. They've got hope up there too. Detroit,
What does Detroit have, though?
you know what Detroit has? Detroit is like, and I don't want to make light of something serious. So Detroit is somebody who's been doing something bad for a while and got smacked in the face and finally realizes that they've been doing so. Like Detroit finally realizes that there's no more reason to have expectations at the start of the season. They're now where Barrett is, but it took getting rid of Matthew Stafford in order to get there. That's
Right,
all. That's
right.
so at least they're
Like-
sobering up.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
They've been
What's-
blacked out for 10 years, and now
What's the name of their
yeah.
coach again? Who's that coach that took that job from New Orleans?
Campbell.
Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
Okay,
that's
yeah.
Pirates guy.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But like with me, my expectations are that people, when they're going to come in, what do you think the Eagles record is going to be at next year? And you know what I'm going to respond? They are going to have a top 8 pick next year in the draft. I'm not saying wins or losses, but at least they'll be in the top 8 in the
So
draft.
6 and
next
10.
year.
6 and 10.
Just, you know what you can.
That's my answer.
Yeah.
If anybody says, "Hey," asks you, "What do you think?" Just go under.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the win.
Yeah. Whatever the win total. Yeah. Yeah.
Vegas isn't going to have it below 6.5. Vegas, AC, wherever it is, like they're not going to have it below 6.5.
No. That's
So-
probably the number. 6.5. I bet
I would
that-
go under, wouldn't you? 6 and 10. That sounds right.
Yeah. Yeah.
6 and 10 would put you in that top 8, right? Top
Sure.
10.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, Dallas.
And I can definitely see it. I can definitely see it.
Yeah. I mean, you got to go
you-
3 and 13 to get inside the top. 3.
well, I mean, to be fair,
Yeah, dude. 3-5. Yeah.
pick this year is Dallas, Giants, Niners. So 6 and 10 puts you in that range.
Mm-hmm.
There were a couple of really, I mean, you had Jags.
I
and
just
Jets.
can't do it, man.
Do what?
I'll get ulcers if I think anything different next year. That's how bad it's going to be next year. I'll get ulcers, because I'm always going to be a guy. I'm always an Eagle fan. I'm always also a Steeler fan. But I cannot expect anything out of this Eagles team and keep my sanity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll go nuts if I think anything other than this team being at the bottom because they have nothing to work with.
Yeah. But
Nothing to work with.
the
We don't
way
have
it
a
is.
certain safety.
You know the way it is around
Oh,
here,
yeah.
Barrett. I mean, you can come in there with all those intentions of saying, I have no expectations. Whatever. This is a sort of a write-off year. And the minute they look awful or, they're starting out,
look good.
1-3 and you're losing your 4th game to the Giants in first week of October. And you're like, this is miserable. Now I'm going to start bitching and complaining to the high heavens. And because that's the way it is. You don't want to be, you look forward to that all year long, those 3.5 months, 4 months, whatever it is. You're like, I don't want to have misery.
Right.
I want to yell and scream.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I gotta give him something, man. I gotta give him something. I hate to do it to him, man. That's all we're gonna say next year.
Right.
I hate to do it to him.
I hate to do it to Sirianni.
You got to go full tuna. Start yelling and screaming on people for no reason.
There's going to be a lot of infused vodka.
Yes.
Not for me though.
There's gonna be a vodka shortage.
Okay.
No, not at all.
The middle.
That's what I told you, man. I got a hangover, man. So
What is this hangover?
Yeah, what's with this hangover?
All right,
What happened yesterday?
Cheap vodka, bro. Cheap vodka, man.
What?
Well, I took
Yeah.
pineapple vodka with the pineapples, and I infused it for like a
That's
week
too
or
much
two.
pineapple.
Pineapple is
And
terrible.
it was so sweet that you would just keep on drinking it. And I just kept on drinking it.
Did you say you took pineapple vodka and then infused it into pineapples?
Yes.
I mean, there's sorority girls right now at Penn State that are laughing at you, Barrett. He took pineapple vodka and infused it into pineapples. Oh
I
my!
thought it would be a better taste, and it was a better taste. It was a great taste. It just went down too fast. Went down way too fast,
Oh,
man.
my.
And next thing you know, man, next thing you know, 3 Shades to the Wind,
See,
watching
you
Queen
got-
Latifah.
Oh my
This is
God,
worse than-
that's the line of the day.
The Middle with Eitan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays. Weekdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern.